Good morning, guys. Today I'm going to be doing a requested video. Somebody wanted to see a flip through of my Swatchbook. This is the notebook I do all my swatches in. Whenever I do a swatch with me video, it's all in here. This is a Galen leather notebook, Tomoe River paper. I journal only using Tomoe, so I swatch on Tomoe because I want to get an accurate representation of what I'm going to be using. So before we start, every ink in here that you see in the video, it's a little darker on the video than it is in real life. I tried to play with the color on my phone, do some adjustments. I just cannot get them to look totally accurate. So a lot of them will look very close to what they are. The blues, forget about it. Blues are not going to look how they look in real life. We've established that in previous videos, but other than the blues, everything will look close to what it is, except a little darker. So just keep that in mind. Everything in here is going to be a little darker than what it is in real life. I can't get it fixed on my phone. So yeah. So starting with De Atramentis, we have Aubergine and Pearl Violet. These are some of my favorite inks. I have big bottles of these. Poppy Red and Carmine Red. These, I'm pretty sure both of these are Poppy Red. They look a little different on the camera. In real life, they look the exact same. I don't know if I accidentally swatched Poppy Red twice and didn't notice, but they look the exact same to me. And they're not as orange in real life. The video, they look kind of orange. They're more like a really boring, bland, very, very bland red. Coral Red and Heather Violet. Again, darker. Heather Violet is way more pink in person. That looks like an electric purple. It's definitely more pink. Pale Blue and Standard Indigo Blue. Again, just remember everything's a little darker on the video. Document Violet and Silver Purple. I would call this ink definitely more gray than purple. It's like gray with purple undertones. Purple Violet. This is a really pretty color. I'm probably going to put that in a pen next. And then after that, we have Iroshizuku, Fuyugaki, and Yuyaki. I don't know why I bought these. I don't like orange. I don't like orange anything. Tsukiyo and Ama-iro. And Sayogun. Close in this one. This is a really beautiful gray ink. I had a bottle of it, but I didn't use it, so I sold it. But I still really like it. I like darker colors that are easy to read, so I just didn't use it. Organic Studio Alanine. This was in a Goulet sample package, like the free one that you get for your birthday. That comes with like 8 samples. It's a pretty color. I'm not a huge fan of Shimmer Inks. This is way more teal in real life. This looks really dark blue. It's actually straight up teal with red sheen and a shit ton of glitter. There's so much glitter in here. Okay, and then we have Pin BBS, Bitter Herb, and Rose Quartz. I really like these two inks. They're just really hard to read when you put them in an actual pen. Rose Quartz is not that readable if you put it in a pen. Unfortunately, it's a really gorgeous color. Zushimo and Strawberry Milk. This ink went down on the paper like a gorgeous color, and then it dried to this. I'm not a fan of that. It's like a really gross, muddy pink. And again, darker on the camera than what I'm seeing here. Then we have Clear and Bright. It's either Clean and Bright or Clear and Bright. I can never tell my N's or R's apart. It's kind of like a gray purple, light gray purple. Kobe Suido Suji Marchai Blue. Obviously this looks nothing like what I'm seeing in real life. I was gonna say with this ink, if you are a fan of the Sailor Bungu Box June Bride Blue ink, which is insanely expensive. I think it's like $50 for like a 30 or 50 mil maybe. This ink looks exactly like June Bride Blue. So if you like June Bride Blue but you don't like the price, definitely check this ink out. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't, this looks, what you're seeing looks nothing like the actual ink. This ink, you cannot tell the difference between that and June Bride Blue. So again, if you like June Bride Blue but you don't like the price, check this one out. It looks the exact same. You cannot tell them apart. You cannot. they are the same thing. Okay, Kiyo no Oto Hisoku and Koke Iro. Boombox Sweet Potato Purple, and then June Bride. Again, this is like a really bright Caribbean kind of looking blue. The video is, oh my god, I need to get like an actual camera. If I'm going to be doing inks, I would like to do ink reviews because I have so many inks, but the color doesn't come out looking right. I need to get a good camera. If I ever get a good camera, guys, I will do ink reviews out the butt. So, Ferris Wheel Press, Pink Eraser, and Lady Rose. Grape Ice Pop, and a little Robinia. Mirror Mirror Moraine, and 3 Steamboats. Again, way darker on the video than in real life. Definitely Peachy and Freshly Squeezed Sunshine. Very summery. And then Double Raspberry and Frivolous Lime. I love Frivolous Lime. And then we have Beaver Dam Brown, which I'm a big fan of. I haven't put it in a pin yet. I just dipped it and did it in here, but it's a good looking brown. It has some gold sheen. I don't mind sheen as much if it's on a neutral ink, like brown or black or something. Mostly just if it's on a colored ink that I don't like it. Okay, so we have L'Artisan now, Violet and Grenat, Bordeaux and Lilas. So this ink, I was gonna try not to comment on everything we looked at, but I have to. This ink is, I ordered this sample from Vanessa Pens and it came this color. And again, it's darker in the video. In real life, it's a lot lighter. It looks like a true lilac. And it was this color and I loved it. And so I ordered another sample after I had used most of that one. I like to order a couple of samples before I commit to full bottles. And it came, the second sample was like a real, like reddish purple, which is, it was not this though. And I thought, oh, maybe there was, you know, a mistake. They mislabeled one of the vials. So I ordered a third sample and it was this instead. And I was like, okay, well, you know, it's probably just a mistake, you know, no big deal. So I ordered a bottle and it came looking like the red sample, which I don't like. And so I emailed Vanessa and they said that that was their last bottle, so they couldn't compare bottles, but because I sent them a picture of the comparison and there was definitely a difference. And they said that the samples they had left over of this ink matched this. So they said they make their, L'Artisan makes their, or Pastelier, or whatever the name is, makes their inks in small batches and hand makes them, so there is some variation. So I got the variation that I don't like in a bottle. So I ordered a couple of bottles of this from Cult Pens, and we'll see which variation I get of that. Hopefully I get this one. I love this one. I have this inked, or I have this in my Franklin Christoph Pocket 66 right now, and it is a gorgeous ink. I love it so much. I really hope I get the bottle of a color I like. Crossing my fingers. So yeah, if you are interested in this ink at all, just beware that it might not be the color you get in a sample or bottle or whatever. There's a couple variations floating around out there. Here we have Turquoise and Blue Lagoon. Again, not accurate at all. Olifant and Sepia. I don't know why I bought Sepia. I knew I wouldn't like it when I bought it. I don't know why I bought it. And then Brune Aus. I don't know how you say that. Again, a little lighter in real life. This looks more sepia to me than this actual sepia. I do like this one, but I don't know if I'd ever use it. All right, Mont Blanc, Lavender Purple, and Amethyst Purple. I'll do it up close on this one. Lavender Purple is a lot redder than I was expecting. I was kind of disappointed in it. I wasn't expecting it to be so red because none of the video reviews or pictures I'd seen online looked like what I got. And then we have the special editions, the Antoine Saint-Exupéry Encre du Désert, and then Petit Prince Rose Burgundy. Don't like either of these. They're way too red. And then Monteverde Garnet. This again was a... oh. Also, ignore my dirty nails. I had a run-in with Parker Quink Blue Black like a day or two ago, and it's still soaked into my cuticles. It didn't wash out, so my nails look dirty. It's just ink, I promise. So this was an ink sample in my Goulet birthday package. There's a lot of Monteverde inks that I like, but I'm scared to take a chance on them because I've seen so many instances of stuff in the bottle with their inks, and everybody's always like, oh, well, that was years ago, they fixed that. And then after that, people say, oh, well, I bought my bottle a week ago and it's got slime in it. So I don't want to take a risk on it. I've got some pens that I'm very protective over, and I just don't want to risk slime or mold or anything like that. Plus, I have not heard good things about their fountain pens in general, so just in terms of like quality control, I'm just passing on them as a brand, which is a shame because I really think I would like some of their colors. Caribbean, Rosemore, I think I would really like those, but I don't want to risk my pens. And now we have Noodlers, Heart of Darkness, which I'm actually thinking about switching my black ink. Either to Lamy Obsidian or Aurora Black. Those blacks are really good. I really like those. And the sheen they have does not bother me, which is shocking. But Heart of Darkness, just, I don't know. It's a good ink, and I don't care about all the extra properties it has, but Lamy Obsidian is really, really, I'm really liking Lamy Obsidian. So I might be switching my go-to black ink from this to Lamy Obsidian or Aurora Black. I still have to try Aurora Black again. Not relevant to anything. I don't know why I'm talking about that. Noodler's Cardinal Kestrel. Sorry if I go off on tangents. I told myself I wouldn't do that. Navajo Turquoise and Navy. Midnight Blue and Blue Black. Green Marine and Noodler's Blue, which I actually have this inked in my Sailor Simply Black right now. I'm looking for a replacement for Lamy Peridot. I'm looking for a dark green ink without sheen, no sheen. If you guys have any recommendations for me, like for wet dark green inks, no sheen on Tomoe, please let me know, because I'm actively looking for that. Noodler's Purple Martin and then Purple Wampum. And then Black Swans and Australian Roses and Violet. I'm not excited about this one. I've heard a lot of hype about this ink, but it does not impress me. I don't know why. Maybe it's just really too red for me. Okay, and then we have Sailor here, Shikiori Yozakura, and then Gentle Apricot. Manyo Yamogi and Manyo Haha. These two inks I did not buy for myself. These were the remnants in the empty 50 ml bottles I bought from Vanessa. These ink, I bought like 3 bottles, and these two and one of the inks on the next page were just, you know, a drop or 2 left. So I thought I would try to swatch them, and there was enough ink left for that. So I don't like Haha. I guess that's blasphemous. Everybody's super excited about this ink. I do not like it. Looks kind of mermaidy though. And we have Manyo Neko Yanagi, and then Ink Studio 464, which that looks super blue on the video. It is actually totally green. That's how off the color is. This color is actually not that off. It is lighter in person, but the color itself looks accurate. This is not even close. Ink Studio 437 and 530. 653 and 737. 653 has a lot of green sheen. Oh my gosh, look at that. I can appreciate sheen, I just don't like it when I'm using it to journal. 335, which I bought a bottle of this. It's so cute. And then 237. And then 252, which I do kind of like this one. I think I'm going to give this one another chance in a pen. And then we have Erban. I'm going to butcher all these names. Blue Parvenche, and then Diabolo Mint. I really like Diabolo Mint, but it is not that readable. Oh my god, I just spit on it. Okay, we're good. Excuse that. This ink does not look as readable when it's in an actual pen. So I don't have a bottle of that anymore. Vert Rosetta and Corail de Tropique. I'm considering buying another bottle of this one. I sold it, but I really do like this ink. I'm considering getting another 10 ml bottle of it. And it looks more orange in the video. It's actually more like a pink orange. It's a really pretty color. Porcelain de Lune and Bouquet d'Antan. Bleu de Profonde and Violet Boreal. This ink kind of reminds me of the L'Artisan Pastelier Encre Classique Lilac. A little darker. And then we come to Robert Oster. I have a crap ton of these. Australian Opal Mauve, which used to be one of my favorite inks, but I grew out of love with it. And then Viola, African Gold, and Lemongrass. This is the one I spilled in that swatch video. Emerald and Sublime. Again, darker on the video than in real life. They are not this dark. Sushi and Australian Opal Pink. Torquay and Blue Water Ice. Turquoise and Australian Opal Blue. Again, this is way greener in real life. Plum Nut and Chartreuse. Chartreuse is like way yellower than I was expecting. I think it popped up when I was looking up green inks. I don't know why. It looks like a corn cob. It's so bright. I don't know why they would put that in the green section. Okay. Next up is Diamine, the Shimmer-tastic inks. So we have Frosted Orchid and Lilac Satin. Super glittery. Enchanted Ocean. Enchanted Ocean is a hot mess. Look at all that. There's so much going on in there. There's a ton of sheen. And then Magical Forest. This is a pretty ink. I'm just not a huge fan of shimmer inks. Again, I don't know why I bought these samples because I knew I wasn't going to use them. Pink Champagne and Golden Sands. Since these are shimmery, I'll do a video or show it up closer. Ooh. Okay, we're done with shimmer. Diamine Blue Black and Eau de Nil. Soft Mint and Marine. These, oh my god. These are obviously, again, way greener than on the video. Tyrian Purple and Diamine Green Black. Green Black has a lot of sheen too. It's got like black sheen or copper sheen. I don't know. It's got some kind of sheen. Wild Strawberry and Poppy Red. Very bright reds. Diamine 1/50th Purple Dream, and Pansy. So the Pansy, I never got a chance to try out Lamy Dark Lilac, the ink, when it came out in 2016, and obviously you cannot get a hold of it now. And I always wondered, you know, what was I missing? And I had heard that Pansy was the closest you could get to Dark Lilac without like mixing other inks, and I'm entirely too lazy to buy other inks to mix. So I bought Pansy from Cult Pens. You can buy them individually. I think this is part of their flower set, and you can buy them individually from Cult Pens for, you know, a couple bucks. So I bought them, or bought it in one of my previous orders, and I'm happy to say I do not like it. So I feel like I'm not missing anything with Dark Lilac. But yeah, I've heard that that's pretty close to what Dark Lilac is, even with the sheen, like the gold sheen or green sheen, I don't know. But yeah, not a fan. And then we have Colorverse, Einstein Ring, and Brunch Date. Delicious Sleep and Under the Shade. Coffee Break and Office Blue Black. Tono and Limbs, Kyoto Shade of Sakura, and number 10, to make a long story short. And then Burma Tourmaline and Diamond Dust. These are Shimmer Inks. Burma Tourmaline is actually a really pretty ink. It's like pink and then with like gold shimmer, I think. Yeah, it's gold shimmer. And then sometimes it can look green, which is interesting. And then, oh, Diamond Dust, of course. Just your average pale blue ink with a bunch of silver shimmer. Okay, Parker Permanent Blue Black, and then Quink Blue Black, which that's what's in my fingernails right now, is the Quink Blue Black. I spilled it when I was trying to change a cartridge. It went all over my fingers. And then Parker Quink Blue. This ink, for me, is ridiculous. I hate this ink. It's so pale. Kaveco Summer Purple. Aurora Black. This is a beautiful black ink. It's got some gold sheen. Yeah, you can kind of see it there. This does not have as much sheen as Lamy Obsidian, which is why I'm going to consider this one after I empty my Lamy Obsidian, after I get done with the cartridge I'm using it in. KWZ Brown Pink. Ackerman Dutch Masters number 6, the Leeuwen, I don't, my N's and R's look the same, I don't know what I wrote. Cardinal Pars. It's a pretty purple ink. Here we go with Lamy Crystal Peridot and Crystal Agate. It is a really pretty great ink. So as much as Lamy's original inks suck, like they're regular black, they're regular blue, they're so dry and watery, I do not like them. But I am very, very impressed with Lamy's Crystal ink series. They are super wet, super smooth. The colors are really great. And I've only had, or tried out 3 of them, the Peridot, the Agate, and the Obsidian, but I love all of them. And I wish this didn't sheen. This is like my perfect green. But it has, and it doesn't even show sheen here. Like there's hardly any sheen on this page, but when I write with it, it's just nothing but sheen, red sheen, and I hate red sheen. So again, if you have a suggestion for a dark ink that looks like Lamy Peridot that does not have sheen, please let me know. And then we have regular Lamy Blue Black, which is just a boring, very, very boring blue black. And then we have Lamy Obsidian. Check out that. And again, this is a neutral ink, so I really don't mind the sheen as much because I didn't buy, you know, a colored ink and then get a different color. This is just a neutral black ink with a load, maybe it's like copper sheen. I'd say Aurora Black has gold sheen and Lamy Obsidian has like copper sheen, but it is so black it feels like oil coming out of the nib, like sticky oil, sticky smooth wet oil, and it's, oh, it's so nice to write with. I love, 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 love this ink. Okay, and then, oh, we are at the end, guys. Faber-Castell Violet Blue. And you can't really see it on the video. This is a very interesting ink. It kind of has the properties, I'd say, of like the Sailor Haha, and you can't see it on the video, but it's like purple and pink through here. I wish you could see what I'm talking. I don't think you can see that. But like as you write, it just changes from purple to pink to purple to pink, and it's really interesting. And I'm not gonna buy a bottle of this or anything. It's very interesting. There's not a lot of inks, I think, that I've seen that do this. Whatever Haha does and the Neko Yana, whatever it is, this does that too. The Faber-Castell Violet Blue. It's really pretty. But anyway, yes, that is the end. So that is the end of my swatch book. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, just let me know. And again, any recommendations for green ink that doesn't sheen, put it down in the comments, because I am looking for some green inks without sheen. If there's anything else you'd like to see, or, you know, any questions about the inks, just let me know. Thank you. Bye.